No rest for the wicked. What is this? Oh, what is this? Hold on, I didn't expect this. I thought it was like Baldur's Gate
Hey,
for a
I'm Thomas
second,
Mahler.
but
I'm
ooh,
the creative
graphics
director
are
at Moon
beautiful.
Hey, I'm Gennady, and I'm a production and technical director, and both of
I
us
love the
are the
grass.
founders of Moon.
But it's more like a Diablo kind of game? Ori. Yeah, I didn't play that, but apparently it's super
We
amazing.
are working on our new project, which is called No Rest for the Wicked. It's basically just my dream project, right? It's the action RPG that I always wanted to play and wanted to play for 20 years now. We're trying to create one of the best combat systems on the market. We also want to completely
I see
change how
blocking, I see
exploration is
dodging.
done, right? That you're not just walking around on a randomly generated flat plane. Combine that with the multiplayer aspect, combine that with all these
Oh, it's a
quote-unquote
multiplayer game.
social elements of like building the town and housing and farming and all of those things. It's
Okay,
the
cool.
kind of game that I always wanted to see somebody making, but because they didn't make it, we are making
made
it
it.
now.
Yeah. Very dark.
The big thing for us to tell people is that the more you would look into
Dodge,
No Rest
dodge.
for the Wicked, the more you would
Food.
understand that what we're trying to do is kind of create our own mix. So we will look at any particular genre and we would take the elements from this genre that we are excited about. We put it all together into one game and then we
Nice.
iterate on it. So we
Elden
might
Ring
take
plus Diablo,
combat
basically.
inspirations from the Soul series, Monster Hunter, animation commit-driven combat, but also fighting games, things that
Oh,
have
really?
combos, things that have special moves,
good.
you know, and we try to make it
The grass
and
looks
tune
really
it in,
good,
in
man.
our own way. Then we look at things like exploration, you know, interconnected, multifaceted, dense level design that encourages retraversal and discovering the world. So it's really not one
It's a
game in
mix of, like,
particular we're
everything,
trying
yeah.
to you know, necessarily follow. It's
Boss.
we're just inspired by all of these different elements from all of these different games. We put it together and try to grow it and make it into the most perfect version it can be. No Rest for the Wicked is coming to early access on Steam on April 18th.
Nice, interesting. It looks very cool. Again, like I said, a mix of games, but I feel like if you know, if I was much younger, I would like kill for a game like this. You know, this is kind of like the guy said. You know, I was looking for this kind of game, but like nobody ever made it like in 20 years. If I would have had like this like 20 years ago, I'd have freaked out. Then again, I'm probably thinking like 20-year-old graphics with these graphics. You know, so probably I can't really compare it. But it looks really good. Like I said, a combination of games, you can definitely see it. You know, they say, you know, Dark Souls. I say Elden Ring because I don't play Dark Souls. I call it Elden Ring, but a mix of like, you know, Diablo, but not really. I'll probably say something that makes more like Path of Exile 2 than anything. Amazing, really like cartoony, colorful graphics. Not cartoony, but just like very like stylish, detailed. Again, some of those places like the grass, the way it moves, and you know, fighting those enemies and the fire effects on your torch and whatnot looks really, really good. So it feels like it's one of those worlds that you get lost into. It's also multiplayer, so you can also, from what I've seen, you know, wood, you know, chop down trees, build yourself a piece of a town. We saw some house editing going on. So it's a multiplayer game where I'm guessing you're building like your own base. It looks good. It looks good. Thanks for watching. Peace.